I'm going to try my best to explain this. So if we pause the game and go to Materia and Equipment, there's some stuff that you need to keep in mind here. We're going to focus on Cloud. Select him. Select your weapon. Right here. Buster Sword. And what you're able to do is look at your different weapons. Look at its unique ability at the top right, where it says Ability Info. And basically the proficiency bonus, what you need to do to speed up the level at which you level up the ability. If we take a look at my Sleek Saber, even though it's not equipped, it's got a yellow and black check mark. And you could see that the word in the middle of the screen under Sleek Saber, the Firebolt blade that's written in blue, the bar is maxed out. That's because I've maxed the ability out. And perhaps I've unlocked some skills, which is what I still don't understand after quite some extensive research online. However, moving on, if we look at the focus thrust, we can see that my Buster Sword here, the ability, I haven't used it all that much. Just like the Rune Blade, I haven't even equipped it yet. From here as well, if you select the 3-line button, the start button, whatever you want to call it, where it says auto upgrade settings, you can also choose to have this on manual, balanced, prioritize attack, or prioritize defense, which it'll automatically equip the weapon skills that bolster whatever it is that you're choosing. So I leave mine on manual. So that's first and foremost. Then if you want to use the L2, R2 buttons, you can, do this for the other characters in your party. Now let's back out. This is also from this menu. If you wanted, you can hit the triangle button where it says Set Materia. Now we're brought here. You can actually change your materia, remove the materia, but you can also change your weapon skill here if you want. You can remove it with the square or hit X. And this is where you'll see the weapon skills that you have unlocked. Now, I only have 4 here. I'm going to back out. I can select whatever one I want. We're going to do something else now. Back out from materia and equipment. Upgrade weapons. I'm not a smart JRPG kind of guy. I've played all the Final Fantasies. Good for me. It doesn't mean I know much about them. But this shouldn't be called upgrade weapons, because you're technically not upgrading your weapon in here. But let's select it anyways. Note that at the bottom left it says unallocated SP, skill points, is for use in the folios, which is like your skill tree thingamabobber. Now if you look at my Buster Sword for Cloud, you'll see the weapon skill here. Increases Punisher mode strong attack damage by 10%. I can go ahead and click on that. That's just my currently equipped skill point, skill that I just showed you a moment ago. If you look at the middle left where it says Set Weapon Skills, again, you could select it from here. You can remove it or push X and again have your list of your unlocked weapon skills. Now let's go back one. Go back one. If you look at the top right, acquired weapon skills. I'm going to go to the Sleek Saber because I unlocked the full level of Firebolt Blade. That skill or ability, that you cannot, as far as I know, put that on another weapon. That was setting up some confusion as well. If you look at the top right, it tells you the acquired weapon skills. So you'll get ATB charge rate, unrelenting Punisher, magic attack plus 20, weapon ability ATB recovery. I believe those are the literal acquired weapon skills you'll get when you max level your weapon level. And if you look at the bottom left, the big number 3 weapon level, you'll notice that even though I've never touched this weapon, it still says weapon level 3. Based on that logic, I think it's safe to assume that regardless of the weapon you equip, it's a universal weapon level. And again, at the bottom right, you will see the weapon skill and the stat boosts at the upcoming level. So in this case here, we have attack power plus 20. That's a new weapon skill I'm going to get when I level this up. So clearly, just because I've maxed out the ability, Firebolt, and I've got the nice little yellow and black check mark, that doesn't mean that I've maxed out that level for the weapon. I don't know what the max level is. I don't know if you need max level, but here's what I wanted to show you. If I go to Sleek Saber and I click triangle to set the weapon skill, we can see that I have the weapon skill here. ATB charge rate up of 10%. But if I back out, even if I go and remove it, in case you're thinking, well, you can only equip it once, and I go to, let's say, the Buster Sword, and I want to set a weapon skill, where's that ATB that I get 10% build-up? It's not there. And I think, again, it's because it's not maxed out. So all you'll have to do is just keep playing until you get the weapon skill that you want. As I've said, I don't fully know how this works, but my understanding is that that should be unlocked. That's the whole idea, so that when you max out a weapon, you can still use its weapon skills on other weapons, so that no weapon is ever completely useless. Because in the traditional sense, you can't actually level up the weapons themselves, if that makes any sense. Everything is done automatically. So you don't spend SP points on your weapons. You don't do any of that stuff. So that's what's been really confusing for me. This video is probably a lot longer than it needs to be. And I think I'm going to end it here. Yeah, the last thing I want to re-mention, which I think I've already done, is when you do go back to Materia and Equipment, and you go to Cloud, and you go to Buster Sword, the proficiency bonus, again, if you want to unlock, like I did, the Firebolt Blade and max it out, you don't have to use the Exploit an enemy's weakness skill beforehand to level it up. This is just literally, as it says, it's a bonus. It's just going to cut down the amount of time required to max that out. Anyhow, 7 minutes, much longer than I wanted, but I really felt like this needed to be shared so that it helps clear up some confusion. Not necessarily all confusion, as I'm still confused. Thumbs up if you liked the video. It does greatly help support the channel with the algorithm. If you didn't like the video, go ahead, give it a thumbs down. I'll bend it in half, twist it, break off that hilt off in your ass. And if you want to subscribe to the channel, naturally, that would be great. But if not, trust me, I get it. Thanks for stopping by anyways. Take care, and maybe I'll see some of you in the next one. Bye for now.